Hey, what is up guys, this is Cobb, and does your Raid Shadow Legends account actually have what it takes to do this, to kill Spider in like 15 seconds or something, and you don't even know it yet, man? It might be a bit easier to achieve than you think. And so let's cover the few champion types that you need to build a team like this, some budget option champions for these roles, as well as some legendary options as well. And if you have some or most of these champions, you might be closer than you think to getting a speed clear team for Spider Stage 20. Before we do, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, make sure to do so using my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box, to jumpstart your fresh new raid account with Elnaril, as well as a couple of epic champions as you level up your account, man. Best beginner promo link going. Just make sure that you're signed out of Play and Play on your PC before clicking on this link. Use the webpage that pops on up to create a new raid account, and Elnaril will be waiting for you in your new account's inbox, man. Best possible way to kickstart your new raid account, man. In 2025, man, make sure to use that link right now, or maybe when you're done watching this video. So part of the reason I'm making this video is because I'm on Mr. Accords' account right now. This is an account takeover account that I was using recently and helping Mr. Accords out with his champion builds, dungeon builds, that kind of thing. You might have saw those videos go up on the channel, and it occurred to me that Accords actually has all of the ingredients required to set up a speed kill spider team. We're going to try and put it together in this video. I'm not sure how it's going to go, given that we're working with, you know, more than one level 40 champion here. It'd still be hilarious if we could pull it off. But first, let's talk about the ingredients that you need for a team like this. Ingredient number one that is required for this speed kill setup is going to be any champion in the game that can apply weaken and decrease defense in the same skill. The toughest one to get, but that is technically free to play in the most technical sense possible, I suppose. It feels weird to call Lydia free to play, given it takes years to get her for some people, you know. But yeah, Lydia does bring an attack all enemies, chance of placing decreased defense, and weaken, you know, 100% land rate booked, strong version of decreased defense. That's the kind of skill that you're looking for. Lydia, however, is not your only option. We're going to go down in tiers of budget here. And the next easiest one to get your hands on is probably going to be, there he is, good old Dracomorph, Magic Affinity legendary champion for the Lizardmen. He brings this same skill as well, or very, very similar skill at least, on his A3, 310 cooldown, 100% land rate, good stuff. But the most budget of budget options, man, one of the most slept on epic champions in the game that I'll never stop singing the praises of this lovely, lovely lady. Her name is Rowella. Isn't she lovely? Rowella actually brings not just decreased defense and weaken, strong version decreased defense and weaken on her A2, but she also brings decreased speed on the A2 as well, part of a triple hitter skill. When fully booked, it's a 70% chance on each hit to land these 3 debuffs, so technically it can miss on all 3 even when she's fully booked, but it's extraordinarily rare, and just a fantastic epic champion overall. And because she's only Spirit Affinity, yeah, you can pull her from Ancient Shards, man. If you pull yourself a Rowella and you've got her sitting in the vault, she can be used as part of this team at level 40, okay? You don't even have to level her to 5 stars unless you need an amulet for the accuracy, okay? She can just be sitting at level 40 and do just fine in this team. Now, the next ingredient you're going to need for this team is a champion that increases crit damage, right? Crit damage buffs. The champion you're actually going to be using on this account is a Mashald, is sitting on this account right now. He brings on his A2 an increased speed buff and an increased crit damage buff. This is what we're talking about, man. 30% version, increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. This is going to be necessary to just really boost up all of your huge max HP damage dealers in this team. So spoilers as to what the next role is going to be. We're going to cover some options for that as well. But yeah, increased crit damage buff on an AoE. He's a legendary champ. If you got him, great. He's a fantastic champion. Bully for you. You know, I wish I had the guy in my main account so I could actually build him out and have some fun with him. The next most budget option you can get, however, is a very, very easy champion to get. Where is he? He's actually in the Bannerlords faction. It is Archmage Helmet. You get this guy simply from farming his fragments by doing secret rooms in normal mode Doom Tower, right? Very, very easy to get. Everybody's got a bloody Archmage Helmet, right? I'm looking at you, Steve, who used Archmage Helmet as a chicken in your bloody tavern. What were you thinking, man? Dude, imagine if there's somebody called Steve watching this video right now who actually did that. He's having like an existential crisis right now, man. The screen is talking to me, you know? Anyway, it's A3, increased speed buff, increased crit rate, and increased crit damage buff, 30% version on all allies for 2 turns. That's all you need, man. Archmage Helmet can be a component of this team. The next bunch of champions that you're looking for are, I've already spoiled it, but max HP damage dealer champs. What does that mean, right? Well, the most accessible champ who has a skill that deals damage based on enemy max HP is, of course, going to be Cold Heart, Void Rare champion. You can run this team with literally triple Cold Heart. Works just fine. On an A3, it's an attack one enemy. Decreased target's 10 meter. We actually don't care about that in this case because the boss is going to get one-shotted. Has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a crit, which is great. It means that you can only have to build it with 70% crit chance, meaning you can put more of those stats into things like crit damage primarily and attack percent to just boost up our damage numbers even more. Great stuff. Damage based on enemy max HP. That's the tag that you are looking for on these champions. Next best option, in my view, to build out is going to be Royal Guard. Royal Guard is unbelievable for this role because he's so useful into so many other areas of the game as well. Quadruple hitter on his A3, attacks at 4 times random, plus decreased speed debuff and decreased 10 meter against enemies, so he's got use into things like Darkfire, Fire Knight, as well as Spider. Good stuff. His A2, though, is the big heavy hitter, attacks all enemies, damage based on attack and enemy max HP. He also has the unique impact as well at bringing an ally attack aura in dungeons by 35%, which is great. Mashald, the champion that we covered just a little bit earlier on, who brings the crit damage buff, he also brings an ally attack aura as well that you can use in a team like this to further boost your damage and guarantee the one shot. But yeah, Royal Guard, if you got him, he's definitely going to be part of this team as well. Great stuff. Another that you can build out for this squad is, of course, going to be Husk. He's another one of those max HP damage dealers. It's on his A2, attack all enemies, damage based on enemy max HP. So that's like all your most accessible guys out of the way. A champion that we're going to have the luxury of using on this account, and the only legendary option I'm going to cover, is going to be good old Newt. There he is. Isn't he amazing? I'm glad we all agree. Look at this A3, bro. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit decreases the target's defense by 3%. Which is going to help with the nuke as well, and each hit also heals the champion for blah blah blah, damage based on defense and enemy max HP. So yeah, Newt is going to be great. Warmaster Athorian, another legendary champ that can work in this. Any champion that's dealing max HP damage can work. The Eucrisias of this world, you know. And so now it's actually time to build the squad itself on this account. So we're going to go into the dungeons right here, Spider's Den. Let's see if we can actually get this done. I haven't tried this in advance. I don't think we're going to have the damage to do this because we're lacking gear and levels on one of the Cold Hearts, but I'm going to take this out for a spin and see if we can do it. So when you're setting up the team, the only things you've got to do is make sure that your crit damage buffer, in this case the Mashald, is opening up with his increased crit damage buff. And then of course we need the Ruella to be opening up with her A2 instantly and just getting up the decreased defense and the weaken. Again, it's not 100% land rate because she's not bugged. That's something where we can fix at a later date on this account. She's also not geared at all. So yeah, those two champions have to be the fastest. I do have a build saved for the level 40 Ruella right here that should work just fine, at least for the purpose of just this demonstration. She's going to be at 187 accuracy. Would like it to be just a little bit higher. Let's slam the ring on as well. So her speed is definitely great. Let's just go ahead and slam her in this gear. And then let's see what's up. I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit nervous, not going to lie. Oh, of course, I've also gone into all of the damage dealers and made sure that they're all opening with their big one-shot type skills. Because obviously. But like the level 40 Cold Heart, needless to say, it doesn't have that much damage. 178 crit damage. Like, she's obviously a little bit lacking. Even our fully built up Cold Heart is only at 197. And so you're really looking for nukers and max HP nukers with like 240% plus crit damage in order to pull this off smoothly. The Newt is even only at 185. We could boost up the Newt's crit damage by a lot if we just fully upgraded his gloves and his Slayer neck piece. The problem is there's no gear enhancement event going on right now, and yeah, I don't want to use the limited silver that this account has available to do that at a bad time. Oh god. I also think that stage 20 Spiderlings move with 150 speed as well, and so I think some of these champs are actually too slow. Okay. Oh my god. It was painful. I had to do a little bit of gear cleansing just to get together the funds to upgrade some crap and get everybody up to speed. Okay, man. Let's finally actually try this out now, man. Now, we're just relying on the Newt being Newt and one-shotting everything here. Let's slow things down just a little bit. So the Ruella's going to come in with the A2, lands the decreased defense and the weaken. Good stuff. That's all we need. We then apply the increase crit damage buff. Now let's see what the damage is like. Level 60 Cold Heart first. Ooh, it's not going to be enough. 1.3 mil. Newt's going to come in and oh my god, dude. Newt is an absolute beast. Holy crap. And then the level 40 cold hack comes in and just hits for 1.4 million. Because of the new to decrease the defense. Now, of course, that was a 27-second clear. It ain't going to go down like that. Let's go ahead and just run this out at full speed now. Wow, it actually works. That's just because Newt is such an insane max HP damage dealer. If you're going to do this with 3 cold hats, or like a Royal Guard and 2 cold hats, or whatever your combination's going to be, you're going to need, well, you're just going to need more crit damage. You're going to need more attack, more crit damage to find the damage numbers in order to pull this off. We get ourselves a legendary ring, which is a lovely little prize as well. So cool, it works. Now, an extra caveat to bear in mind, another way that you can boost up your damage, right? We'll use Alice as an example here. I'm not actually going to change her blessing, but a blessing that you can use, which is particularly good on, well, whichever of your champions are attacking in first. If you can grab the Cruelty blessing on one of your champs and it's like a decent level, 3 or 4 stars awakening at least, you can be decreasing the target's defense by 2% per hit that you smack into the boss with, and that can help with dealing damage with all of the other max health damage dealers that are going to attack in after your Cruelty champ is attacked in, so that can be a very, very useful blessing. Otherwise, picking up Phantom Touch can be just fine. A chance of inflicting extra bonus damage as well. Also, just having higher level blessings on your champs overall, at least a 4-star blessing, is going to give you that extra crit damage percent on that champion as well. So that's just all things to bear in mind to help sort of max up your damage a little bit. Another thing I did do as well is actually re-equipped a relic onto Newt. The Malefic Talon is incredibly, incredibly good. For a rare relic to give crit damage is just the raw stat. Yeah, it's worth using. Like, it's very, very good. Crit damage being the best stat in the game for your damage dealers, and it not being close makes this rare relic very, very accessible and very, very awesome at the same time. So keep an eye out for this relic, and you might want to consider putting it on the likes of your Cold Hearts, your Royal Guards, that kind of thing. It can do great, great work. Originally, this Malefic Talon was actually equipped on the Ninja, which it's fine on the Ninja. Ninja, though, more about placing those debuffs, those HP burns, and then triggering those HP burns, and so, whereas Newt is more about dealing direct damage and is really relying on the crit damage more. So I went ahead and equipped that Malefic Talon onto a more fitting carrier of the Talon. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but there you have it, man. A little bit of a shorter video today. That's basically everything you need to know for setting up a team like this, and just clapping the cheeks of Spider in like 15 seconds or like 10 seconds or whatever, however long it takes you champions to get their attack animations off, man. Very, very good team to have in your back pocket for things like Spider 10 attack tournaments, where killing the boss quickly gets you more tournament points. That's another thing to consider as well. Just a great, great team to have overall, man. A lot of fun to build too. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I'm bloody glad that this worked out. Praise be to Newt. We all love him. We all want him on our accounts, man. And yeah, it's been awesome working with this guy. Yeah, and don't forget the promo link, which is down below at the top of the description box, man. If you're ever looking to start off a new raid account, that's the promo link with which to do it. Hit that link, use it to create a new raid account on your PC, specifically. Get yourself Elnaril as your free starter legendary, then you can log into your account on your phone if you want to, and pick up the account from there once you have secured your free Elnaril. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to catch all of you all just in a chat bit later now.